Hello, hi, welcome to the Scarlet Tavern. I am your host, and my name is Atomic, and I am joined by the lovely, if you could introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's I. I hate this. That was a bad intro. Hi, it's Jade slash Mega Marine, and I am playing Jade. It's not confusing, I swear. I'll get a new name
I forgot.
eventually.
Oh yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. I want to know, like, when you mentioned it like forever ago, and I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit, that's
eventually.
gonna be so cool. Take your
Uh,
time though,
yeah. And yeah, I'm playing. I'm playing Jade,
and
and
I keep forgetting to do this. I'm
hey,
playing North again.
I love
I
North.
forgot to say it
I
again.
love North.
Wow.
That's it. That's the end of the sentence. I just like North. Right. I'm the one doing the scenario. Okay. So, uh,
Yes.
this this FPS turns back time uh, a little bit into the past. Uh, I think right after Chloe and Jade have stopped talking, uh, Chloe had said that their old room was still available, and it's great. I'm so happy about that. Here's a key. You can take it. And so I think Jade, knowing which room that is, heads on over, and it's on the second floor, right?
Yeah, it's on the second floor.
Yeah.
Uh, what time is it roughly that that FPS ended, do you think?
I think it's later in the afternoon.
Right, yeah, because that was after,
Yeah,
because that FPS took place right after your FPS with headlights,
correct.
and that was like an evening show.
No, that was a I think that was an afternoon show. Either way, it's just later.
Oh,
It's just later in the day, I think.
it's just later.
Yeah. Um so I think Jade makes her way to their room and just, casually unlocks it and opens the door.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question. Is North in the room right now?
Uh, I think it would be more fun to say not yet.
Good. Cuz I that is honestly what I was thinking. Uh I think Jade opens up the door and what do I see in here?
Well, I don't know if I have. Lewis did do an incredibly well done, amazing job with The Sims. I can grab that, but I'll try and describe it off the top of my head as well. So it's the same sort of standard size room as it was before, but it is bustling. It is bustling with plants and greenery and leaves and stuff. Uh, there is like a little moss carpet in one of the corners, adorning all the walls is like hangers for plants. Um, Even the bed is different, I imagine. It's like the covers are like green now, and there's like a dresser that's got like buckets and gardening tools on top of it. There's a suitcase that's I think mostly unpacked, sitting uh beside the bed. It's just like, I imagine not at all how you left it.
Absolutely not. And I think Jade's first thought is Oh my god, Chloe's been using my room as a storage closet for plants. Which, like, fair, I wasn't here. I don't know how green thumbed Chloe is, but I think Jade does see all of this and begins walking around, taking a look at all of them and trying to figure out how they're going to get all of this stuff out of here.
Yeah, there's. I don't think there's any like sort of plant parts or nothing that are too big to fit through the door, but it's gonna be a hassle moving it all through the door.
Hmm. I think Jade just begins with whatever's easiest, which would be probably the plant pots, and I'll figure out a way to get them outside, I guess. I'll ask Chloe where to put them after.
Mm.
So I think Jade just begins to work at taking out everything inside of North's room.
It's starting. You can start off like putting them. There's even like a little planter outside of the room, like beside the door. You could start like making a sort of pile there.
Yeah, I'm thinking, is there even a? Don't we gotta have a cart, right? All taverns, like anybody who plays that has serves alcohol, has a cart. So I think Jade, after putting down like a bunch of plants in the hallway, just goes on like, I'm just gonna go find a cart, and goes over to like uh just goes over to like in a closet or somewhere to just find something to bring like a cart and just move stuff out of there. So north door is just open and there's plants outside. Should I roll anything to find the cart?
uh, I think. Hmm.
The tavern has
I
changed a
think you
little
could.
bit, so
Yeah, if you're going to look for a cart, would you like to? Would you like a hand?
yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. So, I think on your way looking for the cart, you're gonna run into a new face that you haven't seen before. There's. I don't actually know where a cart would be in the tavern. Maybe you're like, would you have to head downstairs? Do you have to drag it all the way back upstairs if you were gonna grab? I don't know.
I'd imagine they probably keep one uh somewhere near the broom closet, or at least where they keep all the alcohol, because when you need alcohol being taken up and stuff like that, restaurants usually do have a cart. As somebody who worked in the food industry, that's used for stuff like this. So that's what I'm imagining.
Hmm. There's a Chloe saying there's a closet upstairs, a supply closet for the upstairs rooms.
That works. So I think
Yeah.
is North in the broom closet right now, like in the
I
actual
think
bar.
you know what? Yeah, broom closet bar. They normally hang out downstairs, but
Yeah,
they're gonna have a quieter day upstairs.
yeah.
There was a performance going on. They're not a huge fan of like live music when they eat, so they went up somewhere quieter.
Not a huge fan of the music downstairs, huh?
Yeah, it was just like really really not their style, not their place, not their vibe.
This is this is like you ever seen like the moment before a somebody puts Mentos in a bottle of soda? That's what this
I have
feels.
no idea what you could possibly mean.
That's what this feels like right now. Anyways, I think you see somebody new who you haven't seen before. Walk into the broom closet and like starts looking around.
Oh,
Like
uh,
they even go behind the bar just looking at looking for stuff.
they take notice this new person and they continue on with their drink. Oh, by the way, I found images.
Oh,
I think these
perfect.
are slightly older because since then it's been slightly tweaked and updated with the painting in the back and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But for now, They're like they don't really pay too much mind because oh, it's a new face up in the broom closet. That's like oh, they must be like staying here for now and like probably trusted. But then when they see them go behind the counter, they sort of like turn and like raise their head like, "Oh, hey, yo, do you work here?"
Uh, uh, Hi. Yes, I do.
"Oh, are you like are you like one of the are you like a new bartender? Are they getting a second or third or they getting another bartender?"
No, I'm one of the performers. I'm looking for a. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you. I'm looking for a drink, or not a drink. I'm looking at the fucking drink in
"Oh,
my
I could
hand.
get you a drink."
No, sorry. I'm looking for a cart. I'm trying to move some stuff.
"Oh, uh they're gonna get up and they're gonna well, I don't know if I don't know if they have carts upstairs or not, but I only live here, don't really work here, but I do have one of my own, and I'm gonna roll a d10.
Where is the cart?
Okay, it's a one that's a fumble, right? Like you can get
Yeah,
a
one
two.
is a fumble.
Okay. Kill me with hammers if this is too big. But they are going to pull a wheelbarrow from behind their back. They're gonna struggle with it, but
I
they're gonna
like
pull a
to.
wheelbarrow out there.
Technically, it is a little too big, but I like to imagine it's one of those foldable ones.
Oh yeah, it could be a foldable one.
Yeah, it's
It
a
can totally be a
foldable
foldable one.
wheelbarrow.
They would get one of those.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, that's perfect. Do you mind if I borrow it?
Uh, if you want a hand, I could like come with entirely.
Honestly, that would be lovely. There's a lot of stuff that I gotta move, and then I gotta ask Chloe where I'm gonna put it. And ugh.
Oh, I haven't seen her up here, but we can pile up all the stuff and then we'll go and find her,
she's
dump it
probably
all on her.
she's probably in her room. Uh, Jade, by
Oh,
the
even
way.
better, we can dump it at her doorstep.
That honestly, I like that idea better. Jade, by the way.
Oh, North. It's
They,
nice to meet you.
yeah, they put out a hand to shake.
And they will shake it in turn.
Uh, sec-
So, how long have you been working here?
uh, Technically only like 2 weeks, but I was gone for about a year when I first signed my contract, and now I'm finally back, and so I'm just I'm getting situated again.
Oh, okay, okay.
Anyways, it's this way, and I think Jade will start guiding you towards your fucking room.
Yeah. It's like they're gonna fall behind and be like I don't know, just nice and polite and just following without really talking much because you know the work will give them plenty to talk about, I imagine.
Hmm. It's not a very long walk, as
Yeah, like up ahead they can see like a couple plant pots outside of the room and they're like, "Huh, that's strange." Anyway.
yeah, they finally reached your doorstep, and I think Jade just looks and is like, "This is it. I gotta get most of the stuff out of here." Chloe said this was my room was still available, but I guess they must have been using it as a plant closet or something like that.
Uh your room?
Yeah, this is where I was originally staying a year ago. Look, I even got my key, and they swing it across.
Du-du-du. They are gonna pull out a key that has the exact same shape on the end of it, like the exact same teeth on the key. They're gonna
Oh,
like match it up to match up the silhouette.
oh, are you the key master?
This, no, this is my room.
Uh, that's interesting. Chloe literally said my original room was still available.
Yeah, well, clearly she got something because I've been living in here for like months.
God damn it.
Wait, are you taking my stuff out? Wait,
I was originally. I didn't know this was yours.
you guys start piling on the like plant pots that are outside into the wheelbarrow to start moving it back in.
Yeah. I'm not gonna kick you out of my own room, but this goodness gracious, Chloe.
It's not your room.
I, I did say your room. I'm not gonna be an asshole about it. I understand the fact that goodness gracious, Chloe, would it kill you to keep track of who's living where?
Ugh, something like this would happen. Uh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Sorry for invading your privacy, and I'll start piling plants back inside. I'm not even putting them in the wheelbarrow.
No, it's. She just gave you that key.
Yes, we were just
Ugh.
done talking.
If anything was an invasion of privacy, that was Chloe just giving my key away to some. No offense, someone that I don't really even know.
Okay, look, I technically have known Chloe longer. I'm not surprised they trusted me.
Okay. Is I mean, because if you did live here first, then I don't. I guess maybe it's your room. Oh, but this could be such a pain in the ass. I can't exactly shove all these in my hammer space. They need sunlight, or else they're gonna get all sad.
It's also I don't. Is there even any oxygen or carbon dioxide in your camera space?
I Well, the last time I tried to keep a plant in there, ended up not going too well. It's not so much the air as it is the sunlight.
Hmm.
They need something, you know.
I'm not familiar enough with how much that works.
Yeah, well, most people don't really find themselves needing to put something alive in their hammer space. Apart from like those goldfish in like the little bags at the fair. I don't know what you're supposed to do with those.
They let you. They die in about 2 weeks, usually.
Yeah.
I think it's Jade is now looking like a little bit awkward at having like moved a bunch of stuff around.
Yeah. It's like they're gonna invite Jade inside and like they can see them like reorganizing everything back to where it was and like putting them back in their exact spots.
Well, I
They
think
have they have this
actually, I
memorized.
think I mean Jade is trying to put everything back where it was, but it's Jade trying to put it back to the best of their memory, and they just got here. So I think a bunch of stuff is being put in the wrong place.
Yeah, they're coming over and correcting it, like
Yeah,
not exactly giving them a look, but like picking things up that they placed down incorrectly and just not even commenting on it.
if those two plants touch each other, they will they will want to kill each other.
It's more like, don't put those two there. They gossip about each other all the time. I hate it.
You can talk to the plants.
Well, yeah, not all the time, but I like to tune in every now and then.
What do plants say to each other?
It's a lot more arguing than you'd think, but I've got a system here that's like pretty. It keeps them all relatively happy.
I think Jade does find that a little funny.
You should hear some of the drama that comes in the grapevine.
You ever consider doing stand up?
No, why?
That was pretty funny.
What do you mean?
You not you didn't hear the grapevine plant joke?
Well, it's just outside the window here, and they're gonna like open the window a creak, and then you can look down and see that there's a grapevine growing down the window.
That's how they get information from the outside world.
Yeah, they get gossip from the grapevine.
So fucking bad. Oh.
They are being so literal.
Anyways, I should probably talk to Chloe about getting this fixed. This is dumb. And uh once they're done with putting the plants back, I think Jade will just step out. Well, I guess it was nice to meet you. Um,
Hey, no, wait. I'm gonna go find her too, because like I know it wasn't your fault, but like if she's like I don't know, I like my privacy. I like not having keys given away. I want to talk to her about that.
that's fair. Sure. Here, you can have this key, I guess.
Uh, Thank you. I suppose I'd be giving it back to her since she still needs like a. No, wait, she would have the master key, wouldn't she? You know what? Yeah, I'm keeping this.
Take a spare.
Yeah, I'm out of character. I'm gonna add that to my hammer space fumble chart because I still need to fill that completely.
There you go.
Hell yeah,
And
that's it filled.
I think they go find Chloe.
Yeah, they're gonna like head back down to the broom closet. Like, I can't believe this. So you is there any spare rooms? Do you? Oh, I suppose you wouldn't know since you're like only back recently. I don't know if there's any spare rooms for you.
I just got back, so not entirely
Oh,
sure.
Chloe better hope so, or else I'm gonna. I don't know. Do something.
I mean, not the first time I slept outside. They're,
Uh,
they're
hmm.
taking the broom closet, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
North is just like wondering how to respond to that because like for them sleeping outside, oh that's totally fine. They've done that before, but like,
Not
uh,
everybody does that, do they?
yeah.
I mean, does North look? Does North make a face when I say that?
They make somewhat of a face. They're like, was it a bad experience?
Oh no, I'm a traveling bard. You can't find a tavern everywhere you go, so you learn to bum it.
Oh yeah, I I don't know. I've got kind of a different like sorry, out of character. Sorry.
You're good.
Uh, I've got a bit of a like sort of different perspective on things because
I don't
or actually,
actually.
do you? Yeah. Uh, they gesture back at the room as they're walking down towards the broom closet stairs, like you know, planny stuff. I'm talking to plants. I'm a druid.
Oh, you're a
That's
druid.
yeah. I've done my fair share of like roughing it before I came here.
Yeah, sorry. Most druids I have met are they don't usually stay in taverns or stuff like that.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a different experience, but I won't deny the company's much better than just traveling on my own.
Uh, I think at the mention of traveling alone, I think if you want to roll an insight,
I would love to,
oui.
but what is your insight? Oh yay, 22.
So I think at the mention of traveling alone, you know those like tiny little faces that people make that like they're like when you first see somebody, you always make some sort of face, and that's usually how they see you, even if they don't can't perceive it directly. I think you catch that, and it's in Jade. The idea of traveling alone is something um, that's that's sad. I think they don't like traveling alone, even if they have to.
Oh, I think when North sort of cottons onto that sort of feeling, they're like, uh, not that I've ever really been truly alone. I mean, I've always been surrounded by nature. It's like I guess you wouldn't really see it the same, but for me, it's like a constant companion sort of thing.
No, I think I mean it's a small face that shifts back into that smile, that snidey smile that they always carry, and they always say, "Don't worry about it." I also have a small companion of my own that always travels with me. Technically,
Oh,
uh, music. Technically, you can't
oh,
hear it right now. I don't think there's nobody playing outside, and there's no music currently playing in the room. But Jade does mention there being music currently.
so is that like a? I mean, I don't want to presume, but like, is that a bard thing?
It's more of a Kestra thing. I'm not from Einquell. I'm from the continent over.
Oh, I've never traveled that far. I'm not actually overly familiar with the other countries around here.
There's a lot. I've traveled to a lot of places. You'd be surprised at some of the weirdness out there. It's even weirder than Einquell, occasionally.
I'd say that's hard to believe, but I don't think I really need to doubt you on that. If you've traveled quite far, then there's bound to be weird stuff out there.
I think you'd like the giant tortoises.
There's giant tortoises?
Oh, there's a whole city built on top of them. And I think at that point, by the way, as they're saying that, they finally reach the bottom of the broom closet, and they go for reach for the door handle,
Mm-hmm.
and just slam into the wall.
Oh,
Oh
are you? Did you miss?
no, that's what. There's no door.
Oh, uh, hang on, move over. They can like gently move you to the side, try themselves as if that'd make a difference.
If I had a nickel for every time Jade has been stuck in a broom closet, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot,
But
but it's weird that it's happened
but it's
twice.
but it's weird that it's happened out of chronological order.
Don't worry about it. This is technically the first time, but this was a different broom closet. This is the broom closet elevator.
E uh okay. Rain check on the giant like city land tortoises. I'm gonna try upstairs. Hang on.
I just want to clarify, by the way, that we had this FPS planned before lore week, so it just happened that this is how things went.
Yeah,
But it's really funny.
I saw the prompt and I saw that like Jade was one of the players and I was like, oh my god, you're kidding.
Anyway, so North,
Are they in the
yeah,
broom closet? Broom closet. They're in the staircase between the broom closet bar and the broom closet.
yeah, that there you go.
Yeah. And North is gonna head back upstairs. And hey Jade.
Yeah, am I not gonna like the news I'm about to hear?
Uh, depends on if you like being stuck in a staircase with a stranger.
I think Jade slams their head into the into the wall.
I'll take that as a no.
I mean, you're good company so far, but so unless you're a serial killer, you're not a serial killer, right?
Do I look like a serial killer?
Uh, no, you'd be on a wanted poster I know of.
Oh, what are you, like a bard bounty hunter?
Yeah, if you wanna, if you wanna roll inside on that, yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping. Give me your deception DC.
Sure. Hold on a moment.
Oh, I almost rolled a D0. 14.
Hey, so you're not gonna
Uh
believe
huh.
this. Hold on. Meets it, beats it. That is
Oh,
technically a lie. I have a +8. I rolled a 9. Wait, no, I rolled a what? What did I roll? I rolled a 6. Oh my god. Well, they're technically lying.
uh huh. They bard. How is it that they said it?
Yeah.
It's like they stop and like from looking at the not their door to then just like turn and look down at them like, are you sure?
All right, fine. You caught me off guard. I'm a bounty hunter in training, and they come out and they take out a bunch of wanted posters in in their backpack. Um,
Oh wow.
I'm keeping an eye out for some of the lower bounties if I can.
Oh wow.
That is technically also a lie. So if you want to roll deception on that, uh, this one's a more I think this is a more credible lie.
Yeah. If you also want to roll insight on North after.
Atomic, atomic, please, atomic, atomic. I'm so
What?
sorry. Oh,
What was
I know
wrong?
you rolled. I know you rolled a 9. I also rolled a 9, but mine was a one.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
It's like the second lie to like cover up the first lie is getting them like, ugh.
I think. Oh my god, I could make this. I have a couple of ideas as to how this could possibly go. Uh, what's North doing? What's North? How's North reacting to this?
They're still at the top of the stairs, and like, they turn to look at Jade, and after that second lie, they're like kind of like just kind of pulling away a little bit. They're like very unsure about this person that they're in this room with now because hang on, that the way they said that did not feel right either of those times. That their alarm bells are going off in their head that something's off here.
I think with a nat 1, I think Jade drops the wanted posters. um, and you're free to roll a perception check.
Absolutely. My plus sevens.
Oh my god.
26. That's
Holy
one off a nat
shit.
20.
Holy shit, Atomic! Can you stop rolling so well? Um, no, you just see and uh you can see wanted posters for criminals that are definitely not of a low bounty. Some of these are like super high bounty posters. Um, do you know math? Oh, Atomic muted.
Sorry. Yeah, they do.
Okay, one of them is of math.
Oh boy.
One of them is of Ashland.
Oh boy.
Um, there's one of a vampire, really long nose, red hair, you know the whole deal. It's Cassius. Um, you wouldn't know
Never met them,
Cassius, but
thankfully.
yeah, you wouldn't know Cassius, but I just think it's funny to reference him again. Uh, um, you see, just multiple of these. I don't know if you would recognize any other wanted one. If you have any wanted posters that you would recognize in of itself. But those are the main two I think you recognize.
Hmm.
And with a fucking 26, I'll give you this. Um, I wasn't expecting it to come up, but I guess it does now. You do see a sketch on one of them, on the back of one of them, that looks somewhat familiar. And I think you know who this is.
Uh-huh. Is it perhaps similar to a person in appearance who might be in front of North right now?
Uh, no. It's on the back of one of the wanted posters. It's a sketch. It's actually probably most similar to the painting that's behind your dresser.
Oh.
And I think they have no reason to believe you would recognize anybody on here, so they just immediately drop their backpack and was like, "Shit," and pick shit back up. They are doing horribly. They're usually a very good liar. Again, +8.
Uh-huh.
Oh. All right. Look, sorry. This is probably is not a good look.
You're okay, why do you collect these? Why do you really like these?
Uh, multiple reasons. Uh, God damn it! Is she gonna reveal their fucking secret again? Is this
You don't
This is really funny
God.
if this happens every fucking FPS. It is turning to the oh fuck.
We could dance around it somewhat, like
No, no, I'm okay if it comes out. It comes out. I'm just gonna make sure that it's natural. Just really funny. Um,
you don't strike me as a bounty hunter, and I can't think of many other reasons that you would be carrying those around. So what's up?
I'd love to hear.
What's up with that? That's weird.
I'd love to hear your theories, honestly, as they're picking up
You
the
don't want to hear
posters.
my theories.
What? I can tell you this: I'm not a fucking serial killer.
Well, you were accusing me of being one.
I was making a joke. God, it was a joke.
Uh, okay, just all cards on the table. No. Okay. No. No judgment. I'm not gonna judge. Are you one of those like true crime types who like keeps crushing over people that are like in prison and sending them cards and stuff?
I think Jade bursts out laughing. A
What?
fucking true crime podcaster. Oh,
What? Like just say
oh,
that when Jay's laughing at them.
oh. Oh God, honestly, that's a new one. Oh, I haven't heard that one before. Oh,
Oh, because you're traveling all over, going to all the different prisons, like visiting them.
oh yeah, no, I'm actually a secret lawyer who's so in love with everybody. Every single criminal. I think the idea of them killing people and stealing things swoons me. Slams against the wall like, oh God, sorry. That is okay. No, that's not it.
And they're like folding their arms, like so mad. Jade was just like laughing at their theory, like, okay,
It wasn't
well,
a bad theory. I mean, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at it, if you get what I mean.
yeah, the theory that I made.
It's not a bad theory. It's a very funny theory.
Well, then what's the actual truth then?
Oh my goodness. Ugh. All right.
If do you want to do an insight?
Yeah, sure. I'll do an insight. Okay, hold on. Lord Almighty. I'm just not rolling well.
11. Yeah, their arms are still folded. They still have that like sort of annoyance and like such in their voice, but there's like a hint of like a little bit of embarrassment.
I
They're a
think
little embarrassed.
okay. I think Jade stops laughing and looks up and just like notices that it's like fuck. Um Look. Ah, goodness gracious. And they're going to turn into you.
Uh, I
And
do
they
not
do,
know how North reacts.
yeah, it's just little jazz hands. And they speak in your voice. I can also do and then turn into Chloe, and in their voice say and story and I guess Ashland and not having met Ashland yet technically, just funny. Uh,
Yeah, they
uh,
got like the color a little bit wrong.
yeah. Well, the poster doesn't have colors, so sometimes they have to guesstimate.
Yeah,
They turn into Cassius just for the funny. Um, and they just keep on turning in between a lot of the wanted posters that they saw.
yeah. I
And
think at first they like turned away and were like uncomfortable, and then as you started cycling through forums, they're just like, okay, okay, and like trying to get a word in, but it's like, okay, okay, just stop. Okay, I
yeah,
get it. I get
and
it.
they
I get
turn
it. I
back to
get it.
their normal form.
Uh,
I'm not the criminals, if that's what you're asking. It just the best access I have to what they look like is wanted posters, and a lot of them are in jail. So if they happen to be seen, it doesn't cause that much of a ruckus, especially when some of them are toonish. So if you go to most continents outside of it, they've never seen a tune before. Bada bing, bada boom. It's good for performances and such, and the like.
just don't use my face like that. Okay.
Right. Sorry.
Uh, okay. I know that's probably like something that you're, you know, I don't know if you're like story or whatever, and that's like a form of expression, but just
No,
don't,
I try to keep it
please
on
don't.
the low, if you could, please. I
Okay,
don't
just
think I have anything on you, so all I have is my word.
nothing on me.
I don't like telling people about this, and so if I usually do, it's because I either trust them very, very much, or they caught me on a lie, or, and looking at the wanted posters, well, it's not like, you know, I have plenty on them, criminally wise.
So that's your deal, is like
I don't
committing
do it on
crimes in other people's names and then blackmailing people about it,
I don't
or
do it on purpose. Somebody's got to eat, and Spard doesn't exactly fill the pockets. I don't kill people if that's what you're asking. Uh,
no, I think we're past the serial killer stuff. I
ugh,
don't think you're a murderer.
thank God. At least Jade never tried to be.
Is that above board?
That was above board.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, not that. I guess all you have is my word, I guess, to say that I won't say anything either, because it's really, really not my business. Unless you start, unless I start seeing myself on wanted posted for crimes I haven't committed, then your ass is grass. But
That's funny coming from
you
a
promised
druid.
me that, so
You sure you're not a
nope.
comedian?
Oh, your ass is done. All right. If you do that, your ass is done.
Ugh. I think they finally just sit down and sit up against the wall. Ugh.
Yeah.
I just got done with that performance, and then this happens, and just I'm so tired. I just want a room.
Yeah. If we do get out of here, would you want to? If there is none, like, you could still like share, maybe. I don't know.
You, I'm sorry. Are you asking me to be roommates?
Look, I feel bad about having your room. I know it's not on me, it's on Chloe and her organization skills, or wait, is
After
it? No.
I'm really, you should really reconsider who you're inviting into your room to be your roommate, especially after almost accusing them of being a serial killer.
Hey, I accused you of worse, right? I accused you of being like a
Uh,
hopeless romantic.
Oh no, I am a hopeless romantic, but not for serial killers.
Yeah. Uh anyway, if actually, do you want to do an insight on that?
Mm-hmm.
E-
Please, I beg of you, dice. Let me roll nice. Yes, yes. One moment.
What did you get? What did you get?
17.
17. Man, even with a +6, that's what is up with your
I
dice?
don't know what's going on today. Maybe I should start using a different thing. Also, hold on a moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. Uh, what does a 17 get me?
Uh, you're talking about like being a hopeless romantic, and that hesitation. There's something there, especially with something on their mind right now.
I think Jade smiles, goes up a little bit and says, maybe you are asking me for your personal reasons.
No, nuh-uh, no, 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 no. No. I'm
Are you sure?
I'm all I'm already set.
Oh, well, that's good to
But
hear. Technically, so am I, but I don't think they mind.
yeah, those posters, I only caught a look at some of them, but
What, did you
uh,
want to take
d-
a
uh,
look at them? Maybe you're the true crime pot. Maybe you're the true crime dramatic.
no, no. Look, we've got nothing better to do. I figure I might as well take a look. It was, if you
Sure.
don't mind.
Eh. I mean, you already know my secret, so they take out the wanted posters. Um, and since they don't have anything better to do, they will also take out their sketchbook while you're looking through them.
Yay. They're gonna sit down on the steps beside Jade, just like a little bit higher, and yeah, just gonna slowly go through all these wanted posters,
Yeah.
and
I think
they
Jade
are.
turns to a new page and does begin to doodle north.
Oh, they're like, if they do notice that, they're like, this isn't for like,
Hmm?
are you like I guess you're a bard, but you're like an artist, or
I just like to doodle. I doodle most a lot of people that I meet. It's nice to people watch, especially in a tavern, and you see they kind of flip through their sketchbook, and if you want to do roll another roll as you look through it for perception. Um,
Ye-
Goodness
22.
fucking gracious! Um,
I've taken all your luck.
Apparently, God, uh, you do see sketches of random people, a couple of random tunes as they travel through. You see sketches of that uh, like the head of a tortoise. Uh, they really did like that place. They kind of want to go back. Um, you see sketches of like people as they walk past. There's also like bits of musical notation as they've written down like music that they've written. That's come to
Hmm.
them. You see Chloe. You see Story. Definitely Story from like a year ago. This is an
They
old
don't even
sketchbook.
know story from a year ago.
Yeah. Well, it's a story that looks slightly different. You just see like
Mhm.
people, a bunch of people you don't recognize, and with a 22, yes, you can see sketches of the defect.
Yeah, Jade's like flipping through all of them, and then they see a couple things of the defect, and they're like, hold on, stop, 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 go back, go back,
Yeah. Sure.
and they're gonna like be rifling through the wanted posters. They are looking at the backs of the wanted posters, and if I was correct in hearing what you'd said, like there was a defect drawing on the back of one of the wanted posters.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, they're gonna find that, and they're gonna pull it up, and then like point at the sketchbook, and it's like, you, yeah, how do you know him?
You know him?
Yeah, I thought, have you seen this person before?
Um, They have a blush on their face and it says, I mean, yeah, we've been dating, technically, I think, in my dreams. I know that
You
sounds
want to
weird.
you want to try for another insight? See if we get somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll do a deception with disadvantage just to set the DC nice and low.
I hope that's a low DC. What is it?
That's a 7 or a 4. The DC is a 4. Yeah, a 14.
Yeah.
Eyes are wide. They are very, very surprised. They are like as like you're like, yeah, we've been dating, and their eyes widened, and you said like in our dreams, I think, and their like mouth went open to like
I mean, I don't.
speechless.
I know it sounds weird. God, I don't think I actually told anybody about this.
I think with how 10 higher than the DC, you can tell that that surprise they have is a little bit too surprised for just reacting to, oh, you're dating someone in your dreams. They're surprised for some they're a strange amount of surprise for this.
Wait, how do you recognize them?
Yep, there you go. And North is well, and they're blushing as well. And looking away all of a sudden from these sketches.
No. No.
I don't
I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess we never really talked about. Okay, wait. This. Do you want to talk?
yeah, like how okay, wait, just to make sure we're absolutely on the same page. It's defect, right?
Yeah, it's a defect.
It's defect. Okay, same person. So
Same person?
what the same person?
Okay, how did you
Uh,
meet?
in a dream. It was a very nice dream. It was a very nice date. We How did you meet?
It was a very nice dream. It was a very nice date.
How far along did you did you kiss?
Yes.
Great. Cool. Nice. Sweet. Superb. Uh right. Okay, okay.
Well, this is.
We did too.
Yeah, I guessed. I don't know how to feel about this. I guess I'm open for any type of relationship.
I I mean,
Would have been.
I don't know. It doesn't really surprise me for some reason.
It would have been nice if they told me about you.
Yeah, it would have been nice to meet, some other way than here and now. Uh, when I say I'm not surprised, I don't mean it in like the negative sense, I guess. It's just like I guess it would make sense that like a dream
entity.
God question mark would be more open.
I really wish I could
Um,
talk to them right now. I kind of want to see what their
yeah.
face looks like right now.
Wait, what?
I would love to see what their face looks like. I don't think we've ever caught them. They're always so sure of themselves, you know?
Yeah.
I'd like to surprise them once.
I'm sure in next time you see him, if I don't see him first, you'll have a nice surprise for him.
Can you both make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Absolutely. Hi,
Hi,
Chloe.
Chloe!
Hi.
My good rolls.
My bad rolls. You can choose to fail Atomic.
Yeah, you can.
I don't exactly know what's gonna happen. I think it'd be funny if this just happened to Jade and North was in the dark about it.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
That's so funny.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, in your head, you only Jade hears this, North does not.
It was inevitable.
I think Jade jumps. In the manner of, like, very much surprise. Okay.
Whoa, what? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. He just spoke to me.
Wait, right now?
Yeah, right now. He did it
Wait, hang on.
earlier when I was talking with Chloe. It's good to know
Hang
I'm
on,
not going crazy.
2 seconds. Can I... Can North cast detect thoughts to tune into this Discord call in Jade's head?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so
I mean,
fucking
yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
I'll choose to fail. Fuck
sweet.
it.
Sweet, hell yeah.
You've joined a conference call.
Fucking Discord Connect sound.
Hi, Chloe. We weren't expecting you.
Yeah, it wasn't... This was not planned.
This was not
I mean,
planned, and it was
I
really
wasn't-
funny. No,
this
you're
also,
good.
I didn't know. I wasn't planning this either.
No, this is great. I love this.
This is great.
This is good.
Anyway, telepathically, North is gonna be like, say in Jade's head, defect?
Oh my goodness! Why are we using my brain as a conference call?
I didn't hear him, sorry.
Yes, well, you chose to ignore me the first time.
I chose to ignore you? What?
You need to learn to have an open mind, North.
Okay, look. I am open to this. I would just have liked a bit of warning of, hey, you're also dating someone else who is also in the tavern.
I mean, to be fair, I was gone for a year.
They were gone for a year.
And that means you had a whole year to, like, catch me up and be like, yo, this is an open relationship, just so you know.
Was that not clear?
To be fair, you
Not
didn't say anything to
particularly.
me either. Then again, I never.
You,
It's
well,
it's not like I mentioned anyone else while on my
it
travels.
just never
So
really came up.
can you repeat that again?
It never really came up.
That's something I have to remember. You're like a dream god. There might not be perspective here, North.
Yeah,
Usually people talk about these things, especially when they're in a relationship.
Well, I'm not exactly usual, am I?
I think
yeah. So
Jade definitely blushes at that.
I think it's okay. Cards on the table again. I'm okay with this. I'm fine, but
Good. I knew you would be.
I guess since I never asked before, is there anyone else that you had just like been waiting for us to ask about?
Not yet. No one you need to be concerned of.
Okay, it's not concern. It's just it's just knowing. Knowing's
We
nice.
we like to know.
Oh, yes, there's so many things that you don't know, but I assure you, time will come.
Okay, so as long as are we all in agreement that if we're also seeing anyone else, we'll all talk about it. Yeah.
I'll try to mention it. I mean, we're not seeing each other. Looking at
Yeah.
North.
Yeah, we're not. We just met.
I mean, you did offer to be. You did make me an offer for roommates.
Yeah, because Chloe messed up on the thing.
Funny how that happened.
Yeah, in hindsight, I
Shouldn't be surprised.
no, it's Chloe never really gave me my room. That was I think she was like in a coma when that was happening.
Chloe was
Something
in a
like that.
coma.
I mean, you were away for a year. Things happen.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, so I guess it does make sense, but so it's not exactly her fault. It's not exactly my fault. It's not exactly your fault. It's just
It's nobody's fault.
yeah, and
And hey, they didn't end up with
I
this, so it's not like it's that bad.
you know what? Yeah, it led to healthy talk about the healthy
Boundaries.
yeah, healthy talk about a relationship and boundaries and
Defect.
still it would be more ideal if you
We should
had a room.
probably have a chat about boundaries. I don't think we've ever actually had a talk like that.
Well, there's not a lot to talk about while I'm stuck here. There's an actual boundary keeping me away from both of you.
I think Jade looks at North at that. Right. And you sure there's nothing we can do?
You're doing plenty.
I mean,
It just takes time.
actively.
Hmm? Confide in each other. Grow your friendship. I think both of you are very, very well suited to be friends. It's been so cute watching you interact today.
I mean, Jade is blushing.
North is too.
Case in point.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna get anywhere with doors gone, so
Yeah, the man for for a staircase between like a broom closet and a broom closet is quite crowded in here.
yeah. Maybe we can slam down the wall.
Actually, defect. Do you know anything? Can we?
There's no answer.
Okay, I think
Oh,
that's
I think he hung up.
it. Okay. I Okay. I mean, between me and you, maybe we can slam the door. We can slam whatever the door was.
I mean, is it just a big? Is it just a wall?
I think
Or
it might just be a wall, maybe with a frame on it.
I mean, we can do our best. Like,
We can give it a shot.
yeah. Actually, do you want to do a perception?
Sure. I was saying this because I had a funny thought. I have a funny
Oh
idea.
wait, give me your funny idea. I'll
Uh,
give you mine.
they run to try to slam through the door, and then there's no door. There's just an opening, and they slam into the new room with Jade stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say they're just gonna like look and there's a door handle again.
I just think it would be funny.
I think we should roll athletics to knock down this door that is definitely still there.
Yes.
And you know what? They're also gonna cast enhance ability on you, so you're gonna get advantage on the strength check.
Thank God, please, because I rolled a fucking 7.
Yeah, give yourself advantage. North is still like gonna do really bad. That strength is their dump stat, but they want
So is
at least
Jade's.
someone to.
I just have a +3 athletics because of expertise. Not even expertise.
Oh boy, North got a 5.
Okay. You want to know what I think happens?
Uh huh.
With a 20, I think in the enhanced ability, I think Jade does actually punch through the door. That just there's no door actually. It just slams open and punches through their new bedroom door. And North with a 5 accidentally trips the both of them, and they kind of spiral into a ball and then slam into the room.
There's like the sound of bowling pins going and goes like spare.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate this tavern sometimes.
What was that?
That
Ah,
question. That
this
might.
isn't the broom closet.
No, it isn't. This is downstairs, and we look through the open door of Jade's room, and there's just a wall there again. They got spat out non-Euclidean style.
Oh man.
We're at the bottom floor now in Jade's new room next to Ashland's.
God.
And I think most of Jade's stuff is in here now.
E.
Who the fuck moved
North
my
is.
shit?
Uh, I mean, you've been around here for longer. I feel like.
Yeah, I've been around here for
Was this how
longer.
you?
There's two usual things that do things, which is Chloe or Story, from my understanding. So this is before they were friends. So
Yeah. So, is this like how it was before?
Uh,
Like your
yeah,
room?
mostly empty. Never really got to unpack it that much.
Right. And we're just in a.
I'm going to stand up.
Is yeah. They're gonna get off of Jade.
Thank you.
It's much easier to look at things when you're not upside down, I think.
Yeah. Their loot is now in a little hanging thing on the wall, at the very least.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a nice addition.
Uh, well, is this? I guess there was another room.
Yep. Well, I guess you don't get a
So,
nice roommate. They say with a smile.
oh, thank gods. To be honest, I only offered because I felt kind of bad. I don't want a roommate. Sorry.
Well, if you're ever
Like,
feeling cold at night,
no, no, stop that. Look, we may be dating the same person, but like,
no, I understand. Believe me.
I'm fine to just be friends, just become friends or whatever it was he said.
I'm okay with that. And they extend out a hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake hands properly again. Friends.
Friends dating the same dream demon. Dream god? Dream demon sounds better. I like that one better.
Well, I mean, there's the horns, but I feel like that's kind of stereotyping.
I just like I mean, maybe it's just personal choice, but I prefer Dream Demon. I guess I'll ask him what he likes better next time.
Yeah, there's the alliteration. I like that. Although I guess you being a bard, it's all like poetic and stuff. It rolls
I mean,
off
I've
the tongue nice.
I've written a couple of songs about him, so
Oh, oh man, you guys have been being.
yes, we have. I'd actually love to hear how your dates go sometime.
We don't need to. We don't need to go over all that.
I mean, he took me out to a theater.
Uh, we went out and got ice cream.
He did make fine food.
we can we can bond over that later.
You
You
should
still need to set up
probably,
your room and everything.
and you need to put your stuff back in the actual room of yours. Sorry about that again.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I guess we don't need to like chase up Chloe about that either, since it kind of isn't really her fault. But we probably should update her about you having a different room.
Nah,
Well,
I don't think she'd remember anyways.
yeah, fair.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's Lewis that keeps track of all that shit. Should have gone to him.
Yeah, he seems like he's. Oh man, were you here when he was gone?
He was
No,
gone?
you. Yeah, he was gone for a bit, and it was a bit of a disarray.
I mean, I don't know him that well, so.
I
Either way,
You can ask someone else about that, but it's not really my story to tell. But things have been pretty wild ever since I got here, and I guess that means ever since you've been gone.
aren't they always? They were before when I was here too, so.
Oh, so this is just a constant thing.
This is
It was never like a peaceful time.
that seems to be the tavern's MO, yes.
Ah, great. I got trapped in a computer.
What's a computer?
To be honest, I never really found out.
Don't tempt me to come in there again. I need you to understand that I play with my eyes closed. So if I don't read something, I don't see it. Oh, it's fine. Anyways, you should probably head back to your room. I need to finish up this one. Nice to meet you, North.
Yeah, you too. I think we find it ended there if you are.
Yeah. As you walk outside, Jade closes the door and he says, "Oh my god, that was the most awkward conversation of my life."
I think there's a similar sentiment is shared out loud to no one in particular when North closes or when North is like enough steps away.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that was so damn awkward. Defect, we need to have a like more proper talk.
And with that, I think we're good to end it there.
Absolutely. Thank you for FPSing with me.
Yeah, and thank you for the defect and Chloe for joining us.
Yeah,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you for inviting Defect.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to miss out on this.
All right.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.